All right, well, I'll tell you what's going on. The debates and the economy. And the economy is expected to be the #1 issue tonight when President Obama and Mitt Romney face off in their first of 3 debates. So what can we expect to hear from each of the candidates? And what do they need to say, I think, more importantly? Joining us now with their takes on all this, Fox News contributors Monica Crowley and Ellis Henican. Ellis, Ash and I were saying that we like you so much because you always have a smile on your face. You're not like an angry liberal.
Well, I'm excited about the boys of October. I just don't know if it's baseball players or debaters, right?
All right, so let's talk first about President Obama. Is it his game to lose tonight?
Well, he's got more to lose because he's ahead. What's that line about? If you ain't got nothing, I got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Yes, Romney's under much greater pressure. A draw goes to the president because the president is leading in the swing states, is on his way to victory. So Mitt Romney needs to be mighty, mighty good tonight. More pressure. We'll see if he makes it.
Well, remember, though, that the polls are really tightening. You're starting to see the national polls and the swing state polls tighten, as they always do as we get closer to a national election. I do agree that I think the onus is more on Mitt Romney. I think that there's a lot of pressure on him, A, to look presidential, which he does anyway, but also to really go after President Obama, take apart his record point by point, present very specifics as to how his approach to the economy and jobs would be different, but be very specific, because that's what really generates confidence in voters.
But that's the thing. We haven't gotten specifics out of Mitt Romney yet, have we, Ellis?
Or, by the way, from Barack Obama.
Or from anyone, but...
No, we have not. I mean, if you want Barack Obama specifics, just look at what's happened in the last 4 years. Those are his specifics. With Romney, though, I think he's in a bit of a bind, though, because the things that he wants to do, when you get down to the real brass tacks of them, are not going to be popular, right? More tax cuts for the super rich, right? Messing around with Medicare. Gee, give us more specifics on that, Mitt. Let's see how that plays in Florida.
I know, but at the same time, I mean, but at the same time, you know, enough is enough with handing out welfare checks, handing out food stamps. I mean, we're on our way to socialism. Is that what American people want to hear?
This is what Ellis just said. Well, we have 4 years of evidence as to what Barack Obama has done and what he would do in the next 4 years. The reason Obama's not being specific is because if he told us more of same, meaning more deficit spending, ever huger debts, more growing dependency, more welfare checks, the American people would go screaming into the streets.
Fine.
That's why he's not being specific.
let's talk about Mitt Romney now. Mitt Romney, everyone wants Mitt Romney to come out swinging. Is that the way to do this, though, tonight?
Well,
you've got to be tough. If you're Romney, you've got to be tough and aggressive. You have to hit Obama where it counts, which is his abysmal economic record, point to the Americans who are suffering under this man, and then also be very specific in terms of pro-growth economic policies to turn this thing around.
Ellis.
Good luck. I mean, that's exactly the tightrope that he's been completely unable to walk. And frankly, I almost feel sorry for him. He's under a lot of pressure, right? People are saying, no, Mitt, be specific. Nail the president. But be likable, okay? You got to be completely likable.
But the likable thing is the part that bothers me the most with this, because people think they can have a beer with the President Obama.
Right.
People do not think they could even have like a Diet Coke
He doesn't drink beer.
with Mitt Romney. Well, but
they don't even drink beer.
Isn't that where do the undecideds go at the end of the day? Do they go with the guy they could have the beer with?
I think most of the American people are sort of fed up with the whole celebrity president thing. And what they want is somebody who's competent, who's going to turn the ship around and rescue America. That's Governor Romney. The likability thing, you know what? So overrated. And by the way, if Romney can get under Obama's skin and get him to say something like, you're likable enough.
2 seconds,
However, Monica, you got to believe the guy actually wants to help you. I think Mitt's having a little trouble with that part.
He's a very good man.
All right, so clearly you're both going to be watching Monica Crowley, Ellis Henican. Look at him. He's still smiling.
He's fine.
We love him.
Right?